Hi guys, this is my first story time, and I thought it would actually be really timely because if you live under a rock, I guess you haven't heard the news. Yes, Ella, I'm really sad about it. Actually, I'm having a lot of mixed emotions, but if you haven't heard the news, Tamar Braxton is no longer a host of The Real. The Real released a statement saying that they've decided to mutually part ways. I'm just gonna leave that there. You guys probably have seen Tamar's Instagram post. So you know what? I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself. I'm not gonna ruin what this story time is for me because I was on The Real. Was it last month? The month before last? I'm not sure, but I'm gonna link my clip down below in the description box so you guys can check that out. And it was such an amazing experience, an amazing, amazing opportunity. I've been going to The Real since before Ella was born, actually when I was pregnant, and right a week or so before my due date, I went to The Real. I love The Real. I love this show and what it stands for, 5 women of color coming together talking about current and relevant topics, and they're all about like self-love and self-empowerment and being confident in whatever size you are, just making you feel beautiful from the inside out. So I just absolutely love the show. They always ask for submissions, you know, throughout the show. They say, oh, if you're this and that, or if you want to do this and that, like submit to us. So I did, and I actually been submitting for a while. So one of the producers that I submitted to, she recognized me from a previous submission. She was like, oh, I'm so glad you submitted again. You know what? You're gonna work, you're gonna fit for what we want. So they asked me to tape something at home for the segment Fix It, Flaunt It, you know, like what are the struggles that I have with my hair. And so you guys will see the clip, but you know the struggles that I have with my hair. I have no time to do my hair, and the only reason I do it now is because of you guys. I do my hair so you guys can see it and so it can look nice. Otherwise, I do not comb my hair. I don't do my hair because I don't have time for that. Who has time for that? The day of the show. So if you're an audience member, there's a different gate that you park at, and then you go into holding, and then you have to walk like in this maze through the studio lot to get to the stage. But if you're gonna be on the show for a segment, or you're a guest or anything like that, I think probably guests, they get to park at the stage, but for me, for that day, I got to park in the stage right across from the set, and parked across the street and just walked right across at the gate, checked in with security, and then someone was there to meet me. I think one of the associate producers was there to meet me. There's a ton of producers for this show. There's associate producers, segment producers, regular producers, executive producers. There's lots of producers. So then we go into our green room. So it was me and another girl, Frankie, and actually, you know, I have a clip of me and Frankie, so I'm gonna play that right now. Hi, this is Frankie, and we just met, and she's super dope. So.
Oh, you're dope.
Thanks. And she has a show called The LIG.
The LIG show on YouTube. Please check it out. Please
and
subscribe.
I will link it in my description box.
Thank you.
Okay. So we were just sitting there chatting in the green room. They had a few snacks. They had some like sodas and stuff like that, but I wasn't hungry. I can't eat. Like when I'm super excited, like I can't eat. So I was just, and I don't want my breath to smell because I was going into hair and makeup. I just had to take it all in because I was enjoying myself to like the max. One of the producers comes in and she goes over our wardrobe. We did have to bring our own clothes, you know, bright, colorful clothes. She went over that. She loved our outfits, picked them out, we tried them on, and that was that. And then we put back on our comfy clothes. Sorry. I'm sorry, this whole like Tamar thing has got everybody just, I'm not even gonna tell you what my friend just texted me. Oh my gosh, she's still texting me, hold on. Oh my gosh, I can't see. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. I love this show. I just really don't want to say any of my opinions because, you know, like I said, I love this show, but not only that, like I'm trying to work on this show. So, you know, and hey, if anybody's watching out there who has connections, let me know because this would be a dream job. I absolutely love working on that set. Everybody seemed happy to do their job, including the host, including all the behind the scenes people. I mean, there's a ton of people that are there to make the show happen, from the makeup to the wardrobe to the props and the different production assistants. There's so many production assistants. Everybody seemed genuinely happy to be there and to do their job, and that's what I'm trying to do. You guys know I do have production experience, so that is definitely that is definitely something that I really want to do. So moving on. So So we're in the green room, wardrobe. Now we get to go to hair and makeup. This is where the fun happens. And this is the difference between getting your makeup professionally done and then like having like, I don't know, just someone else do your makeup that's not a professional. I have such a hard time finding foundation, and she just like whipped up some foundation for me. I'm sorry you guys if this side of my face is really dark. It's just with my glasses, which I have to wear right now because I'm having some eye problems, there's a super big glare. So unfortunately, this side of my face is gonna be dark and y'all just gonna have to deal with it, okay? She just had me looking amazing. And I just love my makeup, and I'll insert some pictures. I was definitely feeling myself, took all the selfies in the world. It was time for hair. They told me to come with like no products in my hair. You know, obviously I put a little something in there. They said just have it look like the video so that they could enhance it. And so the hair lady, when she saw me, she was like, what's wrong with your hair? Like, you know, like, why isn't it done? She definitely taught me some things, a good lesson about coming, especially when you're a woman of color, going into a situation and getting your hair done. Just make sure you come with it detangled. I don't want nobody else detangling your hair, especially if you got naturally curly hair. I don't want nobody detangling my hair. She did an awesome job. She had my hair done in like 20 minutes. Awesome. While this is going on, the producer is coming in and saying, you know, like they're gonna ask you these questions, kind of prepping us and just seeing what our response is gonna be, because the thing is, even though it's a pre-taped show, they want the energy to be organic and natural the first time. So if you mess up and they have to do it like 3 or 4 times, it loses its momentum. So she was doing that, and then I also had the makeup artist was coming over, like trying to put like lipstick on me and stuff like that. So it was, I felt like somebody. It was a really special feeling, and especially for me because I have been in a really hard time in my life, a hard season for me. And so that was just like a really bright spot in a really dark year. I haven't really been feeling important. If that makes any sense. And I hope that I can be honest with you guys, and I hope that I can share these things with you guys, because if I can't, then I'm not gonna do it anymore. You know, I'm hoping that by talking and being real with what's going on in my life, that maybe it will help somebody out there. Then we have the rehearsal. Now the rehearsal doesn't take place with the co-host. It takes place with different production assistants, and they're like wearing signs that have the faces of the hosts on it, and they're asking the questions, and then we practice on the runway. You know, they tell us what to do, where to stop, market. It was so cool. I used to be in the industry, and so you guys know I live for being on a set. I love it. I love watching everybody do their job and just thrive in their position. And so the position that I was playing today was like model, so it was kind of like I was just living for that, because I never thought that I would get to do something like that. I'm a behind the scenes type girl. Like, nobody wants to see me out there. Like, you know, I got my life. You guys will see the clip if you click in the description box. The story time is really long. After the rehearsal, we went back to get dressed and last looks, and then we were backstage. We were mic'd. Then the show happened. It was so quick. It was a whirlwind. I was so nervous. I felt like I looked so silly because I didn't know which camera to look at, who was looking at me. The girls were behind me, and they were like, okay, but you can look at them, but wait, don't look, you have to look at camera and like look at, and I was just like, I see like a little bit of confusion, like who do I look at? But it was just an awesome experience, and I actually got to give my sister a ticket to the show to see me. So she got a special ticket too. She got to park where I got to park. We were done. And the show wasn't over, because our segment was like the 3rd or 4th segment, so they still have more things to shoot. And so I just waited backstage and watched the show on the monitor in the green room until it was over, and then I grabbed my sister, you know, we chatted, and we left. And that was my experience, and everybody was so nice. They came and said hi to me, like, you know, bye. And I just, if you have an opportunity, do submit to them. Go on their website, submit. If you fit something, submit, because it was such an awesome experience, and they're such down-to-earth people, and they love what they do. And I hope to have more opportunities like that in the future. Now, regarding Miss Braxton and the real family, I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to do it, but I literally, like, I don't know what's what, you know, because I have been in the industry. I know that there are 2 sides, 3, 4, 5 sides to every story, and we don't know what exactly went down. So we can only speculate, and I don't want to put speculations, because words hurt, and words, they carry, especially with social media. And so, you know, I'm sure people are already out there. They're saying this, they're saying that, and and we just don't know what happened. We don't know what happened, but I know that I definitely feel like it probably wasn't like a black and white, like you're fired or I don't want to be here, or, you know, I don't think it was that. I think it was a little bit more than that, because they put a lot of effort into casting these women. I know that they did like a really big search and brought a ton of women from all walks of life to audition for this show. So she was picked for a specific reason. So if they've decided to move on or part ways, again, it's probably more complicated and more difficult to explain than what we know. If you guys want to see more story times, this was actually quite fun talking to you guys, because believe it or not, I don't get to talk to a lot of people. So talking to this camera, which is actually you guys somewhere out there, has been a really great experience. And if you like this, hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up. If you don't like it, let me know why. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure you follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter at kbthebusyb, and I will see you guys next time.